Another idea I have is to increase the rate of airdrops or, how much loot is in an airdrop. They recently upped the spawn rate of airdrops, but it's still pretty rare and the loot isn't even that good when you get an airdrop. In addition, there's also like maybe 1 to 2 spots on each map that are really worth fighting for and that have like insane loot worth going for. Other than that, each map is kind of devoid of loot. There's maybe, one hotspot, one keyed room that is worth like sprinting towards the beginning of a raid. But as it is right now, there's really nothing to loot. This is a looter shooter, like extraction shooter. So why don't we add more loot back into the game? My last idea is kind of a small change, and it could be in effect right now as it is. I don't really have a in-depth understanding of the XP system, but I would say change the XP to promote fighting and surviving longer in the raids. So, for example, surviving 10 to 15 minutes could be like a 1 multiplier. 16 to 25 minutes could be a 1.15 XP multiplier. 26 to 35, 1.3. 36 to 45 could be a 1.4 XP multiplier. That kind of just keeps people in raids longer and incentivizes like doing things in the raid, but also surviving and making it out at the end of the raid. My goal with these suggestions is to make raids feel more active and people more likely to engage in PvP. That's not for everyone, and I totally get that. But to me, Tarkov isn't just a survival game like DayZ. It's also about, fighting other players, finding loot, and ultimately, yes, surviving at the end of the raid. But those things kind of come first to me. And that's what I really remember when I have a great time playing Tarkov. When I look back on, oh, this clip, I had such a good time because I killed these 3 players and I survived and I made it out with this gear. You guys or the community as a whole might want this game to be more survival oriented, and that's totally fair. And I totally get that if Battlestate takes the game in that direction. But these are just my thoughts, and I totally understand that some people want this to be a survival game.